They found a door in the basement, and it wasn't there yesterday. It was an old, musty door. The kind you'd expect to find in a house that had been built in the early 1900s. The paint was peeling, and the brass doorknob was covered in dust. But what made it truly creepy was the fact that it had been there yesterday, when they'd been working on the renovation project. The old house had been in Sarah's family for generations, but no one had lived in it for the past 10 years. That was until now. She and her husband Tom had finally decided to move in after all this time. They'd spent the last few months renovating the house, and it was almost finished. All that was left to do was to paint the walls and floors and install the new kitchen appliances. But then they found the door. It was hidden behind a bookshelf in the basement, and they had no idea how long it had been there for. The basement was dark and dank, and the air was thick with the smell of mildew. Tom pulled out the flashlight from his toolbox and shone it on the door. The light revealed a tarnished brass plaque on the doorjamb, with the nameplate Butler's Pantry engraved on it. Curiosity piqued. Tom turned the doorknob. It was locked. He tried to open it anyway, but it wouldn't budge. "I guess we should get that checked out," he said, more to himself than to Sarah. He could feel her eyes on him, and he knew she was wondering the same thing he was. What was this door doing here, and what was behind it? They called a locksmith, but even he couldn't get the door open. It was as if it were locked from the other side. Frustrated, Tom kicked at the door. It didn't move. "Maybe we should just leave it alone," Sarah said, her voice echoing in the vast emptiness of the basement. But Tom wasn't so sure. He felt like there was something important behind that door, something that was meant to be hidden away. He put his shoulder against it and pushed. The door creaked open, revealing a narrow, pitch-black passageway. "What do you think?" Tom asked, his voice hushed with awe. Sarah took a deep breath and stepped through the doorway. The door slammed shut behind her, and Tom quickly followed. They found themselves in a small, dark room with 4 walls and a single window. In the center of the room was a wooden chest with a brass lock on it. Tom and Sarah exchanged glances. They both knew that whatever was inside that chest was the reason why the door had been hidden for so long.